Morning, boys and girls. Getting shot for that one. Right, day 2 on the chev. So we've got HS10 going to go in. We've also got a key 200.4 going to go in. So we're going to do our ins and outs here. Going to solder on an ISO onto the inlets because that's what I've run from the Retro Sounds radio. We've got our power, live and ground, and then our power, live and ground, and then outputs which are going to go to individual speakers which we're running underneath the seat anyway. So that's going to be board cut down here. We're going to have the power and ground at the back. As you can see, I've already got the seats out just to give myself some more room and figure out how we're going to get this sort of situated in the vehicle. With regards to the floor, we are quite close on the bottom of the bench because there is a bar that runs to this little unit there on the side. That's the bit that kind of spring loads the seat and moves it backwards and forwards. So I need to keep that in mind because at the minute the bar runs over the top of the HS10 because it's quite tall. Not by much, but it's still touching the top of this. You can probably see there from the witness marks where it rubbed it. I'd like to be able to move the bar up, but I don't think that's going to happen because of the way that it sort of operates. Power, ground and everything else is, you know, cables are pretty much run to the back. We've obviously got to find a decent ground and then get the aircon stuff back up under the dash after it's tested. But that's where we're at today. So I'm going to jump on with some time lapse. We're going to get this all soldered and connected up first. So we've got our ins and outs and our connections ready to go. This door is in, cables in. I need to take off this panel, dynamat this panel, put our 10 centimeter speaker in there. God, it stinks of fuel. Very, very fuely. And then run the cable down to the back here, and then obviously over to our amp situation, which is going to be under the car. So a busy day. Let's get this thing finished today, hopefully. I want to hear it and get it, you know, set up and running. So I've got the space back tonight. Managed to get the tyre changed on the KTM. I don't know whether I mentioned this, but I went down to Gav's, got the tyre changed, so I've got a freshie on there, ready for some more riding. The old one had it, but engine's still making a bit of a weird noise and a bit of a weird vibration, so I'm going to have to get it into KTM. Ever since they did that service, it wasn't right after that, so I'm a bit worried. So, see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Afternoon, everyone. Right, 1:45, little after lunch. I've been cracking on. When I say cracking, like it's done. But we have a big problem. Speakers, sub amp, all ready to go on a little board. Everything run into the car. Speaker, dead head unit. You know, we said about the guys who did the restoration after they had it, there was no sound from the stereo. Well, I've plumbed in an aftermarket radio just to test, hence why the ISO is unplugged, and I get sound for everything. His Retro Sounds radio is dead. There is no audio coming from it. So we have a problem, because obviously that thing is fitted into the dash. This thing is fitted into the car. We've got our key, we've got our sub, bass controller, ISO, power harness, everything done, ready to go. We got no sound. So I'm about to have a phone call and ask him what he wants me to do. Damn it. But it did sound nice off the other stereo. Right, back to you in a bit. Right then, dudes, he's done. All back in one piece, hoovered, cleaned, ready for the guy. Standard radio, the Retro Sounds radio was obviously damaged. So, yeah, that is a cable-tied radio in. I can't let him leave without music, so I've put that in there for now. So he's got something to listen to, and he's ordered one of these, but obviously it's got to come from the States. So we'll refit that when it comes back in. He asked me to fit an aerial. He gave me this god-awful thing and said, "Oh, could you put that on?" I went, "Not on your fucking life. Rubber-mounted auto-lead aerial, we're not putting that on here." So I've given him a mag mount. The idea of this is he can put it down there and tuck it under the carpet so it doesn't show. And when he wants to, sticks to the dash and it'll actually give him radio reception. The fact that this thing looks like it does, and the radio it has, I don't really want an aerial on the car because it just looked weird. So mag mount will give him reception when he wants reception, and not when he doesn't. If he wants to hide it away and show his truck off, he can do. But
yeah, definitely.
Hey, let's go. All right, lovely talking to you, Jay. Take care.
Thank you. This is.
it's pretty loud in here, as you can hear. It's exactly what he wanted. Loud, clear, bassy, vocal, it's everything. Small cabin, 5 speakers, that should do. But yes, Chev, job number 3 of Big Job December is done. We've got one more to go, and I'll let you know when that comes in. I think it arrives Saturday. We've got it for a little while, but that's it. Chevrolet is finished. Happy days. See you soon, peeps.